Hello, everyone. My name is Damian Machuca.
My name is Danny Najum.
And my name is Juan Ontiveros.
We're currently students at the University of Houston in downtown, and we're going to be going over a presentation on student loan forgiveness. In our agenda, we will be covering what is the Student Loan Forgiveness Plan, also known as SLFP, who is eligible for the SLFP, or Public Student Loan Forgiveness, also known as PSLF, the current issues, pros, cons, economic concerns, reasons for the state appeals, the student loan forgiveness plan under limited public student loan forgiveness waiver, and what this means to the future. What is the student loan forgiveness plan? In this section, we will learn the background and relevance of the student loan forgiveness plan. It is important to learn that the student loan forgiveness plan is a program developed by the Biden administration. In his forgiveness plan, Biden would see up to 40 million students get their loans canceled. Successful applicants will have up to $20,000 worth of loan forgiven if they meet the minimum income requirement by the program. Since August 2022, the Biden administration has launched an online portal where borrowers can apply for the student loan forgiveness plan. The student loan forgiveness plan was validated by the Biden administration for the 2022-2023 fiscal year. Who is eligible for the student loan forgiveness plan? In this section, we will analyze the people who can apply and get their loan forgiveness. To understand eligibility, it is vital to understand which body runs the program. The Student Loan Forgiveness Plan is managed by Missouri Higher Education Loan Authority, or also known as MOHELA. MOHELA is contracted by the United States to manage student loans in the states. Therefore, MOHELA performs the duties of the United States administration and therefore is a public organization. It is not committed to shareholders and it is not driven by the need to make profits. Thus, students who are under the federal student loan are eligible for student loan forgiveness plan applications. If you're a current borrower and a dependent student, you will be eligible for relief based on your parents' income rather than your own. If you receive a Pell Grant in college and meet the income threshold, you will be eligible for up to $20,000 worth in debt relief as long as you made less than $125,000 yearly on your taxes if you did them individually or as a married couple, as long as you don't pass $250,000. The federal family education loans were eligible for the payments pause that began in 2020. Then they may be also eligible, but it would only be up to $10,000 cancellation. Student loan forgiveness or public loan forgiveness. In this section, we will review the relevance of the student loan forgiveness plan with another plan called Public Service Loan Forgiveness, also known as PSLF. According to Hilhosky and Beresford, Public Service Loan Forgiveness Plan, initiatives were established to encourage American students to join low-paying employment fields. Such fields include nursing, military service, religious roles, public interest, and government employment opportunities. Borrowers in this field are eligible for student loan forgiveness plan applications. They must attain a 10-year worth of payments. In other words, they must receive a sum of 120 payments to qualify for the program. I will pass the next part of the presentation to my classmate Danny, who will start by discussing the current issues on loan forgiveness.
So in this slide, we'll be going over the current issues. And the Biden administration is currently being sued in an effort to stop its plan to cancel hundreds of billions of dollars in student loan debt. As of November 11th, due to many lawsuits being filed, the Biden administration put a hold on ongoing 2022 student loans applications, but will resume once the lawsuits are dismissed or passed through. Relieving student loan debt in our current economic state will only make inflation worse. This has been the main reason to why these lawsuits have been filed against the Biden administration. For many, wide-scale student loan forgiveness not only feels like wealth distribution, but also feels like a slap in the face to working Americans who also have financial struggles. Many Americans who paid off their student loans prior to the Biden announcement will not be eligible for a refund or forgiveness. In this slide, we will be going over the pros of student loan forgiveness program. Forgiveness would boost the economy, which in result will benefit everyone. Households affected by the loan debt will now be able to afford a home or save for retirement. Forgiveness will boost the economy and will benefit everyone. It will help rectify racial inequality, especially for Black students. Black students have twice as much debt as white students and have a default rate of 21% compared to 4% for white students. And in this slide, we'll be going over the cons of student loan forgiveness program. Discharging student loan debt would only be a bandage for the much larger problem of inflated college costs. Student loan discharge via bankruptcy would only allow borrowers to abuse the loan system and encourage college to increase tuition. Student loan debt forgiveness would disproportionately help rich or more financially secured college graduates. Student loan forgiveness is an abuse of the loan system. So these people must be held responsible for their personal economic choices, and forgiving student loans is not fair to the people who have already paid off their debts or dues. And in this slide, we'll be going over the economic concerns. For giving student loan debt would only go to broadening economic security throughout the country. Some experts and civilians have expressed their concerns that forgiving student loan debt might worsen already record high inflation. Forgiving student loans will only reduce the number of goods, which is inflationary, and the relief would cost $440 billion in a $22 trillion economy, or roughly 2%. The issue of high student debt loans in the US has been an ongoing crisis that hasn't been addressed by legal action. And now I'll be passing on the next slides to Juan. Juan, I want you to take over, buddy.
Very well said, Danny. And I'll be going over the reasons for state appeals. So Coalition argues that the federal family education loan program agencies will, in fact, lose money. The state of Missouri and Missouri's Higher Education Loan Authority will be under financial crisis. Biden's attorney views Mohela as an independent agency. Mohela has not been named as plaintiff. Also, commercially held loans will deny access to loan forgiveness, and loan forgiveness applications is still ongoing. Student loan forgiveness program under limited public service loan forgiveness waivers. So PSLF waivers addresses issues of SLFP. Verified applicants count past loan times as eligible. Past loan periods were previously not considered. Also, applicants will be able to achieve loan forgiveness eligibility. On October 31st, applications will end, and Mohela reviews applications for 90 days. So what does this mean for the future? Well, this means on July 1st, 2023, new changes will be in place. Borrowers committed to the employment requirements may be eligible for lump sum and late partial payments, months borrowers lived in particular kinds of deferral or postponement. This includes cancer treatment, military services, and economic challenges. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hope you have a great evening.
Thank you all.